All right, prescription drugs. We're going to make America healthy. I agree with you that we need a revolution in the nature of food in America. Physical exercise, etc. Very, very important. But there are people who are gonna get sick, and they have to go to the doctor to find out why. 1 out of 4 Americans today cannot afford the prescription drugs that the doctors prescribe because we pay by far the highest prices in the world for prescription drugs. We made some progress under the Biden administration of negotiating prescription drug prices with pharma. First time that's ever happened. Now, yesterday, you told me that the White House was going to issue something affirming their support of continuing those Medicare negotiations. Turned out not to be quite accurate. They came up with some bland statement could have been written by pharma. Very specific question. Do you believe, and will you insist, that Medicare continue to negotiate prices with the pharmaceutical industry so we can substantially lower prescription drug costs in America?
President Trump has made it very clear to me that he wants to negotiate the price.
Negotiate is a big word, Bobby. It's a big word.
It's the word you just used, Senator.
But no, I used defend a particular law. Will you defend the law in the Inflation Reduction Act, which already is negotiating prescription drug prices?
President Trump wants us to negotiate drug pricing.
So you're not telling me that you will defend the law that we passed? It's already had significant success.
Well, Congress, look, I'm gonna comply with the law, Senator. Congress passed the law. I'm swearing an oath to the Constitution. I'm gonna comply with the law.
You're going to have significant influence on healthcare policy if you are.
I'm gonna comply with the law.
Let me just say this in conclusion. Chairman Cassidy. President Trump and Mr. Kennedy are quite right when they say that our system is broken. They're right. Our economic system today is broken. 3 people or more wealth than the bottom half of American society. Wages have been stagnant for American workers for 50 years. The economy is broken. And you know what? Our political system is broken and corrupt. You have a handful of billionaires in both political parties who contribute huge amounts of money to elect candidates in this room throughout the United States Congress. That is a broken political system and a real threat to democracy. Our healthcare system is broken. And it's broken for some of the reasons that Mr. Kennedy indicated. We have not paid attention to the fact that we have massive amounts of chronic disease. We have not asked the question why, in the richest country in the history of the world, our life expectancy is lower than it is in countries far poorer than we are. So I think in many ways President Trump and Mr. Kennedy have asked some of the right questions. Problem is, their answers will only make a bad situation worse. So let me ask Mr. Kennedy again. If we want to make America healthy, will you assure the American people that you will fight to do what every other major country on the earth does? Guarantee health care to every single American.
I'm gonna make America healthier than other countries in the world. Right now, we're the sickest.
Will you guarantee do what every other major country does? It's a simple question, Bobby.
And by the way, Bernie, you know, the problem with corruption is not just in the federal agencies, it's in Congress too. Almost all the members of this panel are accepting, including yourself, are accepting millions of dollars from the pharmaceutical industry.
Oh, no.
And protecting
No,
their
no, no,
interests.
no, no! I thought that would. No, 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 no! I ran for president. Like you, I got
I
millions
know.
and millions of contributions. They did not come from the executives. Not one nickel of PAC money from the pharmaceutical industry. They came from
2020,
workers.
In 2020, you were the single largest receiver
Because I had
of pharmaceutical money.
contributions from workers all over this country. Workers,
You were the
not a nickel from
single-
corporate PACs.
You were the single largest acceptor of pharmaceutical
No, from
dollars.
workers in the industry.
1.5 million.
Yeah, out of 200 million. All right, but you have not answered. Last question. You have not answered my question.
Mr. Chairman, we're
How do you make America? How do you make America
I asked
healthy
you a
if you don't
question.
guarantee health care for all people?
Senator, we're literally 3 minutes
So
over
we're a lot
here
of
now.
other people.
How long does it keep going? At some time you're just battering the witness, Bernie.
I'm not battering the witness. I'm trying to get an answer.
Yes, you are, and you're getting upset at him. You're going at him just like anybody else would.
Come to order. We'll come to order. We'll come to order.
Bernie's gonna